All right, listen, by the numbers. What are the numbers? What are they? What is this all about? It's so that you'll just pay attention to this video, that's all. It's just kind of cool, something to change it up. By the numbers, what are we talking about here? What numbers? I'll tell you what numbers. I want you to think through how many times you plan to change your career before you retire. How many times do you plan to change your career before you retire? Why in the world would you want to think about that? Well, is it you're done? Maybe one more time, depending on your age, maybe 2 more times, 3 more times, right? I don't talk about job, okay? And the reason that's important to know is that then you need to plan accordingly. You know, if this is 2 more to go after this one, then what do you need to do? When you switch, are you going to use up all your retirement? When you switch, are you going to sell your house and move and start a whole new life? The reason those things are important is so that you're making good decisions now, because if you know things are going to change and how many times they're going to change, you'll make better decisions now so that when you change, you don't ruin everything that you built and that you're building right now. So it's just being real with yourself. Think of that. Doesn't even mean that you have to think about what, but it also tells you how satisfied are with what you're doing now. Because here's the thing, numbers. When you make those shifts, we make them emotionally. We make them because we think we need to do something different. We want to do something different. We think we're going to be happier, but we don't necessarily always think about the numbers. So this is how you can do that. So if you need to do it, you need to make a change. You're not happy, you feel you'll be happier, you need to be more satisfied, more challenged, whatever it is, right? You don't ruin what you've built now, because wealth is ruined with change unless you plan for it and you plan ahead and you plan accordingly. So instead of knee-jerk, I'm going to do this, sell this, move here, boom, 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 money out of retirement, you arrive at the next phase, the step, whatever it is you want to call it, and you just kind of threw everything else away that you had built before you made that change. So just get real with yourself. Get real with yourself and then plan for it. Even if you don't have the plan, now you do. Now you do. It's in the head, brain's working, your mind's working, you're thinking ahead. You already thought ahead by just thinking through that number. All right, hey, you know what? I'd love it if you'd subscribe. I really would. And then don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me.